right, guys. So this is a dream that I had last night. This is not kid friendly, rated mature. Um, so it started off the dream that basically I was like at my family's house. I was arguing with my cousin and he slapped me. And I like kind of put him in a headlock and kneed him in the face. And I kind of threw my hands up at first and was like, I'm not going to deal with this. I went out and I got in my car and I left. That's how the dream started. That was, the easiest part of it. Next thing you know, I wake up and it's, now I guess I didn't wake up. I kind of like blacked out and then like I kind of came back to. And I was like walking through this carnival-esque kind of, it looked like an outdoor Chuck E. Cheese almost. And kids were playing and I looked over and there's like kids winning jackpots on machines and winning all kinds of tokens and stuff. I was like, oh, this is awesome. And next thing you know, I turn around to go like put a coin in a machine, and I turn back around and all the kids were deceased. Like they were just laying there in like bloody messes, like dead. And I like freaked out. I'm like, what's going on? And then I looked over and it's a girl and her mom that resembled kind of like one of my exes and her mom. And I kind of freaked out while they like were coming at me with weapons and stuff. And of course I'm like defending myself and running. And finally I make it back to my car and I start running. Like I'm driving away. And as soon as I get to an intersection that had the green light, I went to go through and then slammed straight into the side of me was a semi, which kind of scared me because, I was in a legitimate accident with a semi. And I was in a coma, I guess, because the next thing I know, I'm waking up in the hospital and the doctors are leaning over me saying, oh, it's about time you woke up, etc. You've been in a coma for X amount of years. And they're like, yeah, your girlfriend and her mom keep coming in and checking on you, to make sure you're all right. I'm just kind of looking at them. I'm like, I don't have a girlfriend or, I don't have any association with anyone like that. Well, they said, well, then who is such and such? And I said, I think they're the ones that killed those kids. And the doctors just kind of looked at me and they said, okay, well, we need to get you out of here because that means you're in danger and they're here currently. And I'm like, what? And I get out of bed and I'm following this doctor. We get into an elevator. Sure enough, around the corner, here comes the girl that resembled my ex. And I was going down this elevator. We got out. And the next thing you know, the elevator goes back up. It's coming back down. And I'm like, what do we do? What do we do? And he points over to a room and he says, you know what to do. And I'm like, what does that even mean? And he's like, there's a hammer in there. You know what to do. And I look over in this room and it's like a Walmart game room. Like there's a bunch of different machines. There's like one of those machines where you can like drop tokens in. There's like one of the coin push games. That's what it was. Then there's a fish tank. Don't know why there's a fish tank in there. But this girl comes out and she starts chasing me into this room, and I grab the hammer without thinking, without asking questions. I panicked and I like hit this girl in the side of the head with this hammer as hard as I could, and then grabbed her and slammed her head into the fish tank. And then I turned around and I like Spartan kicked her body away from me. And when this happened, the glass like decapitated her, and it like left her head in the fish tank floating as her body hit the ground. And I'm like freaking out. There's blood everywhere, and I'm like in a panic. And next thing you know, he's like, come with us, come with us. And I'm like, okay. So I'm freaking out. We get outside, and it's like pure apocalypse. Like there was a massive accident right in front of us where there's like a lady that's all twisted up and beat up and battered out like over in the grass. There's uh, like just kids crying everywhere. There's cars on fire. And I got into the car, and that's like the last thing I remember, and I woke up. I have never had a scarier, more vivid dream than that one. If anyone has any other dreams they would like to tell, just let me know. I'll get them on for a live. If this does well, then I will definitely be up for making some more. I have a lot of weird dreams. I don't know if it's because of my sleep schedule or what, but I believe that anyone that listens to these might get chills. Come on in and join us.